The New Zealand Police have changed their name. It is the New Zealand Secure Storage Facilities now. Now that's actually scary because the Rangatamariki Bill has changed and also the Ministry of Education. And with the COVID-19 response bill, which is pretty much martial law, in that it says that if your child is sick and they think it has COVID, they can take it to a secure storage facility. Yes, and all of this you can find online. It's all been in the amendments. What I want all of you to do at all times is check a couple of times a week the New Zealand Gazette. The New Zealand Gazette is where the government will put in their law and legislation amendments. Now, where do we go from that when we know that the Ministry of Health now has taken over all powers of the Ministry of Education? So your principal has no longer any say. The New Zealand government has now scrapped the Parents Teachers Association. As you all know, if you're parents here, there's no longer any Parent Teacher Association. So that's really, really scary what they can do with your children at school. Some schools are rolling out the vaccine in schools. I'm lucky that my school's not. However, the principal, one of the highest Freemasons, sorry. We've spoken with him and he said he has no say. It is up to the Ministry of Health now, and they can override and walk in and do what they want. You can't even go in the school grounds now if you're not vaccinated. That is the legislation coming through. You should drop off your kids or pick up your kids. They will be rolling out vaccines at some schools, so be aware of this. And now is the time to be standing as living free men and women, protecting your children, growing your own kai on the whenua, and removing yourself from these systems and corporations that exist. Yeah. If we want to stop this corrupt system, then we have to remove ourselves from it. Now that is a banking system, so I'm good with, I don't know, I'm not good at gardening, but I'm trying. But we've all got a strength, right? We've all got a strength. So we can go into each other's communities and we can remove ourselves from their shops and their bull kicker, and we can start sharing with each other, and we can start working with each other, and that's the best way forward. The only way to stop this system is to remove yourself from it. I want to tell you some important key factors. The definition of mandate. The definition of mandate, according to Black's Law Dictionary, which is the most powerful law dictionary you'll find, it is a written command given by an authority given to a member of the public, a contract by which one person requests another person to agree voluntarily to a service. It only becomes effective when the mandatory agrees. So it is a contract. Have to wear a mask, and you can show them Black's Law definition, which is what the Bar Association, the New Zealand government, abide by. It is a mandate, is only a contract, a con. Okay, so what you need to know, our fundamental human right, the fundamental human right is the right to your life. Okay, Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Rights says this: all human beings are born free and equal in dignity with all rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another of a spirit of brotherhood. Now, what does that say about what the government's doing to us? None of that. Article 2 of the same declaration, which is your fundamental number one right. The second one is the right to clean, safe drinking water. Article 2 says everyone is entitled to all rights and freedoms set forth in the Declaration without distinction of any kind, such as race, colour, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion. Now they are turning us against each other with all of those things.